Hi everybody and welcome back to YogaMax with me, Max. Thank you for joining me today. Grab your mat, sit down, get comfy because today we're going to do a little quite a short 20-minute dynamic flow, I would say, but really slow burner. So it's really good for the morning. It's a really good morning practice. We're going to fire up our bellies and get a bit playful. So if you're ready, come and meet me on your mat. Okay guys, starting off, since it's kind of targeted at mornings, let's start lying down. So just take a big stretch. And again, I mentioned this so much, is number one is better out than in. So if it's the morning or the evening, just let the day dissipate from inside your body. So you don't want to take a loud relieving stretch in any way, so you can move your rib cage from side to side. You can open your mouth and then yawn. So you're just allowing yourself to stretch into a weightless, maybe rotate fingers around your wrists, feet around your ankles, just for a little integration into your body. When you're ready, you've got two options. If your legs are super stiff, I would recommend the second option. So, first one is bringing your soles of your feet together and your knees apart. And you can bring one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Let the elbows drop down. If this is comfortable, stay here. Sometimes that's the first kind of movement you're going to be doing. This is a bit too stiff for kind of pre-warm-up body. So maybe take your feet as wide as the mat and then bring your knees into the center and let them rest into each other. That should be a lot more comfortable. Again, one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Take a full breath in. Feel the upper back push down into the mat. Let your chest rise up. I would maybe hold my breath for a moment or two before a big exhale through the mouth. Do this a couple more times, maybe 2 or 3 more times, just as well to allow your sleep to leave the body and start to awaken. So letting fresh air come into your body, allowing stale air to leave the body. And when you're ready, just establishing that you are connecting to the ground. Feel the weight of the tailbone down into the ground beneath. Feel the weight of your elbows and your arms and your upper back and shoulders, especially that back of the head. And we're starting to anchor the mind, the body, spirit, align everything to be here and now with your body, with this moment in the day. So breath is just so important at this part. You know, the breath dictates a lot of our practice, this connection to the breath, this reliance on the breath. So establish this, maybe using some tools that help you. Getting that ujjayi, that little whisper at the back of your throat, so that you can hear your breath coming in and letting go. And do this a few times until you can keep the brain anchored on this moment. Relaxing all the muscles around your face and your mouth and your jaw, and when you're ready to bring some movement into the practice, on your exhale you can start to drop the right ear to the right shoulder, keeping the weight of the back of your head on the mat. You're going to softly loosen up that maybe tense, maybe tight neck, and match the breath with this movement. So we start again to align everything together, and you can start to windscreen wipe your knees from side to side. So as the knees go one way, the head kind of floats over to the other side, and you're just getting to know the body right now. Notice the stretch in your thigh, maybe in the middle back, starting to open up, right? sleepy body. Breathing in, bringing the knees to center, exhaling and letting everything drop to the side. One more time on each round, on each side. And guys, depending on your day, you know, you might be more distracted than usual on these days, so you need to adapt the practice. If you need more time just warming up here, please go for it. Take one more round, or do as you please. You can pause me whenever you like. And from there, hug both knees into your chest. Remember to try and keep the tailbone down as much as you can. Morning legs super tight. So knees can be together. And I notice when my thigh bone hits my hip bone, I find compression. That's what it's called. So keeping my knees together kind of locks my ability to open up. So I prefer to open my knees wider. See what's best for your body. And as you find your place, whether they're closed or open, place your palms on top of either knee and start to breathe and rotate. Inhale, bring the knees towards your collarbone. Exhale, rotate 2 separate circles in either direction, keeping the weight of the legs or the knees in your palms, so you're not using your muscles too much. You're just oiling out the hip joint. Take 5 rotations going one way, and then after your 5, reverse 5 going again, integrating breath with movement, with the presence that's starting to grow in your head and in your body. Your 5 and your 5, bringing the knees together again, guys. Okay. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, float the toes or the balls of the feet up towards the sky. Again, knees can be bent, doesn't matter, or straight if you have the space. Lower back is pushing down into the mat. Take an inhale where you want. On your exhale, you're going to lift head and shoulders off the mat. And as you lift the head and shoulders, belly button is pushing down into the mat. Lightly touch that left knee. You don't want to tug it towards you. You just want to keep it as a point of reference. We're going to scissor the feet. Get those abs and that belly fired up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, float the right leg 1 inch off the floor without tucking the left knee in. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to swap. 10, 9, 8, 7. Be careful the chin isn't locked closed. Keep the chin facing up towards the ceiling. 2, 1. Keep going a bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing. 8, 9. Last round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stretch out. Take a big breath in through the nose. Lift the rib cage and let it all out through the mouth. Good, guys. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab the backs of the knees, curve the spine, and get a bit of a rock and roll going on, massaging the vertebra of the back. Let's do one more. One more little fiery wake up for the belly. Boat pose. So, I would recommend knees bent, especially at the start. If you haven't done much movement or much opening today, go for that. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Try and separate the toes from each other and loosen up those shoulders. Maybe give a little shimmy. You want your heart to start to lift up to the sky. You choose, guys. Hands behind your knees or by your sides. Take a breath in. Exhale to your low boat, which could be here or it could be lower down. As you breathe in, you come back up. As you breathe out, lower. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale down. Hold it for 3. For 2, smile a bit more. 1. Grab the backs of the knees again. Rock and roll as many times as you like. Really nice to open your mouth over here as you feel the air whiz past you. And then any way you like, you're going to come to your hands and your knees. So use this transition to again be with your body. Spread out your hands. Remember to avoid compression of the wrist. Start to press down through the knuckles of your fingers. And I would just recommend some movement. Close your eyes. If you're looking at the screen, don't. Close your eyes and let the body tell you what stretch and where the body needs to go. You've got 2 breaths over here. Could be child's pose, could be just moving the hips from side to side or round in a circle. After your 3 breaths or so, finding an aligned tabletop position. Knees in line with the hip bones, wrists in line with your shoulders. Good. Belly slightly engaged. Rotate your wrist creases towards the front, and as you breathe in, allow the belly to drop. Don't keep those shoulders close to your ears. Slide the shoulders down the back, open up the chest to the front. That will stretch your abs out nicely. Exhale, scoop the belly in. As much movement and curve as you can bring. 2 more. Inhale, belly down, look up. Exhale, scoop the belly in, curve the spine, close your eyes. So again, you connect to yourself rather than the distractions around you. Take your last one as you exhale. Find the center and straight away we're finding our down dog. Lead with the bum, and before you find just a straight down dog, start to pad your dog out. So bend one knee, bend the other. Notice the head and the tension. Give it a shake, yes. And a shake, no. Maybe just move the heels of the feet from side to side. Stretches that side body really well. And very important for many things in the practice is get that outward wrap of your shoulder blades. So there's space between your ears and your shoulders. And then you can find your settled down dog, nice and easy. And back into the breath. As you breathe in, come up onto your tiptoes. Start from that, engine, the belly. Scoop the belly button in. You want to ripple the spine to your plank. As you exhale, you can bend your knees, but lead with the bum as it starts to ripple in the other direction. So again, no plank, no stiff backs, but literally trying to find a wave. Even if it feels bigger than it actually looks, which is probably the case, take a few like this. As quick or as slow as you wish. And after you do a bit, find your down dog, come up onto your tiptoes. Scoop the belly, find your plank. This time when you bend your knees, you're going to pad the hands back towards your feet. Find your heels down and slide the fingertips by your big toe, your pinky toe. So it's this weird version of chair pose where if you notice that the hips are above the heart, shift the weight onto the heels of the feet and try to expose the chest. It's a fiery one as well. Let's take 2 breaths over here. Inhaling. Remember, the breath is your saving grace. Last one. In. And as you exhale, you can take your ragdoll. Maybe move the feet hip width apart if they're not there. Knees, I would recommend bent. You can sharply bounce the knees just to release the back and the neck. You can use the hips to sway from side to side. Or you can just stay still if today is one of those days. Breathe the belly into the tops of the thighs. Take a breath into a flat back. As you exhale, walk the hands forward. Take your down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and you're walking. Feet towards your hands, back to the front of your mat. Relax the shoulders and the arms, bend the knees and unravel up through the spine. Grounding down through all 4 corners of your feet to rise up. Taking another stretch, bringing the hands to your heart. Take a moment moment to close your eyes. Fill up your breath in through the nostrils. Hold your breath for a few moments. And let it out with a big, loud sigh. Building that ujjayi breath as we swing the arms down, root through the ground as we rise up through the heart. Enjoy your practice. Fold forward with a flat back and soft knees. Let go of the head. Inhaling flat back, starting with some traditional sun salutations. Take the hands back. Pick up the right foot, send it back into your lunge. So the first one is getting into the legs. Keep the hips moving down. Engage those legs, and as you breathe in, raise the arms up. Be careful not to leave the belly resting on the thighs. Zip the belly up. Shoulders down, pinky fingers facing, trying to unleash the bottom two ribs. Inhale. As you exhale, take the arms down. Frame that left foot. Tuck the back toes, find a plank. You choose your version, knees up or knees down as you wish. Bend the elbows for 3, for 2, and 1, onto the belly. Maybe move the hips from side to side. Squeeze the elbows into the ribs and untuck the toes. Engage the bum to protect the back. Squeeze the arms down, come into a baby cobra. And as you exhale, find that down dog, guys. 5 breaths in your down dog. Regrouping, reopening, realigning. And letting go again, guys. Breathe in, float the right leg up. Breathe out, bring the knee to the nose and find your lunge. This time the back knee is off. As you breathe in, keep the hips squaring off to the front. Raise the arms up. As you exhale, fold. Bring the back foot to the front. Let go of that head. Take a flat back, breathing in. And exhale, fold. Soften the knees. Let go of that head and unravel up. Keep the arms loose. And the connection with the earth strong. Arms up. Exhale, fold down from the hips. Take a flat back. Other side. Exhale, hands down. Pick up the left foot, find your lunge. Slow breath in. Engage your inner thighs, raise the arms, and then loosen up the shoulders. Zip up the belly and breathe. Nice big release. Exhale, arms forward. Tuck the toes. Right leg back through your vinyasa. Breathe in. As you exhale, you bend the elbows. Upward facing dog, shoulders away from your ears. Nice stretch. Down dog. So I'm guessing you're in the privacy of your home. So notice if you even keep tension inside when you're at home. Breathe. Flutter the lips if you need. Good. Close the mouth again. Inhale, float left leg up. Scoop the left leg in between your hands. As you breathe in, square the hips forward. Lift the spine as you exhale, back foot to the front. Let go. Take a flat back again. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Roll up slowly through the spine, grounding down through the feet. Take the arms up. As you exhale, you fold down again. Remember, as you take that flat back, shoulders are moving down the spine. When you exhale, bend your knees. Weight on the heels of the feet, fingertips by your toes, like we did at the start. Take a big inhale for 3. For 2, give yourself a smile to take away the seriousness of the mind and what it's creating. Take the last one, exhale, fold. Halfway lift in. Exhale, stepping back to your plank. Breathe in. Bend the elbows. Up dog or cobra. Take your down dog when you're ready. Breathe in and breathe out. Reopen the shoulders. Good. Inhale, float right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and give that hip an opening. Nice. Maybe play on the exhale with softening that left heel down. Breathing in, bring that right foot in front. You can go for your warrior one or you can go for your lunge. As you breathe in, take the arms up to the sky. Big breath, and as you exhale, you're going to ground through your warrior two. Toe heel your foot so that the front heel is in line with that back arch. Remember, to protect that knee, always need to ground down through the outside edge of that left foot. Relax the shoulders. Focus on that middle finger in front. Get the breath calm, or as calm as it can be. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Cartwheel your arms, right then left. If you're feeling energized, you can keep that back leg off as you go through your vinyasa. We're going to meet in down dog again. And remember guys, child's pose always there. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Close the mouth again and float. Left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip, trying to lower that right heel down. As you exhale your lunge or your warrior one. Square the hips, raise the arms. Pinky fingers facing each other. Warrior two on your exhale. Outside edge, and a really good visual that works for warrior two. We tend to use that front leg so much. We overuse it. And then we sprain. So, visualize that you're trying to rip the mat through the center. Right foot pushing right, left foot pushing left. That really equalizes the weight. Again, take a full breath in. Through that vinyasa, guys. Reverse, take a breath. Cartwheel your arms. Left, then right. High plank. If you'd like to keep that back leg up, go for it. Downward facing dog. Good, guys. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step, hop, or float to the front of the mat. Breathe in and flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll up. Take a big, well-needed breath in. Exhale, let it all go down. Flat back halfway. Exhale if you feel like hopping through your vinyasa. We meet in down dog. From there, we're going to keep going. Float, right leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. Lunge, same thing as we just did. Take the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Right middle finger, focusing on it. Big inhale. As you exhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Big stretch, and then bring right elbow to the right knee. Do it this way so you can see. Without leaning the elbow onto the knee, which clearly is cheating because it feels extremely comfortable, especially this hip as well. Tuck the bum under, come into the hamstring, and lift the weight off. Take a breath. And the real work is managing the breath when you're in a precarious situation. Take a breath in. As you exhale, flip. Reverse. You can straighten that right knee. Cartwheel again, right then left. High to your low plank. Take all the time that you need, guys. Downward facing dog, opening the shoulders. Taking a full breath in through the nose. And a big sigh out. Left leg up. You can go for it, guys. Bend the knee, open the hip. Find your lunge when you're ready. Ground down before you raise the arms up. Take a breath. Warrior two. Nice. Loose upper body. Remember your stira, bottom half is your palm. you're soft, loose. Take a breath. Flip the palm, reverse. Left elbow to your left knee. Good. Without resting, tucking the right palm under. Raising up at the right hand. 2 breaths. Now we like to cheat without knowing it because we just stick out the bum. And then all the energy in that left leg. So just notice, without judgment, notice how that lunge is. Take a breath. Reverse, you can straighten the left knee. Cartwheel your arms, left, then right. Breathe in. Bend the elbows. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a moment to rest in your child's pose, guys. Big toes touching, knees where you like. Together or apart. Same thing with the arms. They can be forward or they can be back. And again, guys, take stock, noticing the heartbeat in my body, little beads of sweat. My breath is louder down here, and it's calming. Take a breath in through the nose as deep as you can. Sigh it out. Let's go for a little hip. You may want a block or a couple of blocks or a thick blanket for this one. You're going to bring your knees to touch. Arms forward. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, take the right knee over the left. You want to bring your knees as close together as you can, and then try and move the feet out. Now for super bendy, open hipped people, they'll be able to open it really amazingly. For average hip opened people like me, it will open a bit. And for super tight hips, it will barely open. It will be like, and that is completely fine. What you want is to place, if you need one, a block in between your legs at the back so you can sit on the block. If I've got a lot of male practitioners who are super tight in their hips, and even on the block it's too much, in which case I want you to just breathe. In through the nose, moving forward. Exhale, lead with the bum, and already you'll feel it around your hip as you shift back. And you can just follow the breath and come into like a bit of a trance. Inhale and exhale. If the bum reaches the floor, go for the floor. If you have a block, go for the block. One thing you probably noticed, your right hip is going to lift, and we want both hip bones down. So grab the outsides of your feet, lift the bum off the floor. Now slide left hip or left sit bone to the left, lower the left sit bone, and then try to lower the right but keep the left where it is. Woo! You'll feel it. Round both, but mostly probably that left one. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Trying to be with this discomfort. If after a bit of time your legs let you give way a bit, you can come to your fingertips. And then you can slowly pad your fingers. It might be, that's it. That's about my limit today. If you're super spacious and the legs, I would recommend to get them square. If you've got open hips, and then maybe slide blocks underneath the heels, and it will lift them a bit. Your hips will open a bit more. Take 5 breaths. Bringing into your kind of psyche and your mind, because the ego and the brain will want to be comfortable. They love being comfortable. So obviously the moment you take them into discomfort, your mind's going to want to jump out the pose. So we need some reinforcements, which I'm going to let you know on the other side. So 2 ways of getting out. Some people just like going backwards and removing that knee. Other people like to swing forwards and take the back knee out. Either way is fine. Take a few moments just to maybe move the hips slowly and gently with love. Bringing the knees together again and going for the other side. When you're ready, left knee over the right, bring the knees close, open the feet wide, and on your exhale, sit down either onto the block, onto a mat, or you're breathing forward and back. Hands to the sides, lift the bum up. Move the right hip to the right side, lower the right hip down, and then keep the right hip where it is. Lower the left. Take a breath over here. When you're ready, you can just stay here. It might be so intense that this is your edge, and that's fine. Or you can take fingertips forward. About 4 or 5 breaths over here. Trying to open up the spine on the last one. And then either going back or coming forward, any way you like. Gently moving the hips round. Maybe finding your back now. Lying down. Taking again another stretch, and let's stretch those thighs out quickly before we find our beautiful corpse pose. So, feet hip width apart. And just bring that right ankle over the left knee. The knee is open. Take a breath, and as you exhale, you're just gonna, as is, lower the right thigh down. From there, you're gonna bring the heel of the foot to your bum. Make sure that that knee and the hip are in a straight line. And then you're gonna relax. It's gonna pull that thigh. If you feel it in the lower back, then just engage the core a bit and it will protect it. This feels kind of nice. Last one. Nice, guys. Come back. Swap sides. Left ankle over the right knee. Take a breath as you exhale. Left thigh down. Bring the right heel as close to your bum as you can, so that the knee and the hip are aligned. Feel that stretch from the front of your thigh. If the lower back comes into play, pull the belly button towards the back of the spine. 2 breaths. Last one as you breathe in. As you exhale, bring the leg back. Raise your feet. If you've got a block, it feels awesome to slide the block under your tailbone. And just, this will be our inversion today. Arms out by your side, legs completely limp. Maybe give them a shake. Ankles loose, calves loose. Let the blood drain down from the feet. And then find your corpse pose, your Savasana. Feet flopping to either side, arms where you like. They can be out to the side, or one hand heart, one hand belly. Again, if the lower back is niggly, guys, you want to be super comfortable in this place. You've just done all that work and that intention, and now you want to lay your weight down. So, if the back is uncomfortable, slide a cushion, a bolster underneath your knees. It will help the back. Or a good one is to dig the heels of the feet into the floor or the mat. Tuck the tailbone under. When you're ready, take a big final Ujjayi breath in through the nose, as big as you can. And out. Let go of that Ujjayi. And just start to unlock, to switch off, and gently, with kindness and softness and love, you can start to bring small movements to your fingers and toes. Take a full breath and a stretch out. Hug the knees into your chest, and just with your eyes closed, find a comfortable seat, any seat at all, at the front of your mat with your hands to your palms. Closing the practice with nothing more than feeling genuine gratitude for yourself, for the uniqueness that is you and what you bring to the world, good, bad, and ugly, without any judgment. Feel grateful, feel love towards yourself, feel thanks as you breathe it in through the nose, opening your mouth, bringing those thumb knuckles to your forehead. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for me, but could be any time of the day for you guys. Please like and share this video if you enjoyed it and you got something from it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much again. Leave comments below. I love answering you. Any recommendations for new videos, I am all up for taking, so let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time on the mat.